And welcome back to the Quiet Book Nook. I am the Quiet Book Nook librarian, and I am so stoked to be back. It's been a wonky few weeks, but I have finally started getting videos uploaded, and so now I can finally start trying to do a review as fast as I can and posting it as much as I can. But that also depends on how fast I'm reading and what I'm watching, which I can totally tell you. You just have to comment below and tell me what you want to know. Also, comment below your current read. Let me know what it is. Do you like it? Is it amazing? Is it awesome? Is it the best? Or you hate reading? Because I know we talked a bit about that when I reviewed Skin Folk. But yeah. So grab your snack, grab your blanket, get nice and cozy as we deep dive into this book that I have prepared for us today. So usually I just give a nice little review, but I think I want to do something kind of different and shift it so that it feels like I'm giving more of a review and a critique and everything that a review should be. I am in a class that's teaching that, and I would love to record a video all about that class, and that is something I am so going to do. So please look on the lookout for that, or be on the lookout for that. So sorry. But today, or for this video, the book that we are reviewing is Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. This is the copy that I own. I got it for my birthday. I will literally read anything he writes, whether I like it or not. He is my favorite author. And I had recently gotten Holly before I got this one. And so I requested this one because to meet Holly, you kind of need to know this one. So there's 3 of this series. It's a trilogy, and then it goes into the Holly trilogy that is out now. I think that Holly's trilogy, I don't know if there's going to be more or if it's going to stay a trilogy, or if there is more and it's no longer a trilogy, but I do know that it starts with The Outsider. I do have The Outsider, and I didn't realize it was a Holly book until I was on Goodreads, which also stay on the lookout for that. I'm going to give you 2 Goodreads videos, one on how to use Goodreads and one on how I have it set up for me. You don't have to take it how I have it set up, but I'm just letting you know that I have it set up a way that only my brain can handle it. So let's deep dive into this book. Are you ready? Because I'm ready and I am stoked. So first off, I want to say that I do love Stephen King. And I did enjoy this book, and it kept me on the edge, especially since the way that I was reading it. I mean, it took a while for me to get into, which I can't disagree, but that's every Stephen King book I've read, it kind of takes a while to get into because of how he writes, because he really lays out the setting and the scene, and he wants to make sure that you know what you're heading into, and you know the characters, and you know the people, you know the layout of like the town that he's going to use, which is always somewhere in Maine. And yeah, so like this is a lot bigger than The Body. The Body is a novella, or a novella, whichever way you want to say it or pronounce it. I say novella, but it's kind of a in-between of like, it's a smaller version, or a small book, not a smaller version, but a small book, and this is not. Now, he's also known for his big books. I do know that eventually I want to tackle it. I do own a paperback version of it, but I also want to read Alchemist, but we're off topic with that. So reading this book, I didn't have any, like, my expectations are always going to be high for a Stephen King novel because I grew up with his movies, I grew up with him as a staple in my house. So going into this book, one, I'm devastated there's no movie. There needs to be. Give it to me. 3, you can definitely see that compared to this, because he's not only a horror writer, he loves writing about police stuff because he writes a lot of it. And it definitely fits the feel that he was trying to give. There are some disgusting parts of the book, and I don't want to talk about that because I'm going to let you read it, because I don't want to give away anything, but like I still want to give an amazing review, or do an amazing job on giving a review. There are a few things that I obviously would change as me as a writer. I mean, the way that the villain is written, or yeah, I guess you could call it the antagonist is written. It definitely deep dives into the mind of a psychopath, of someone who is so disturbed as a child and grew up into a human to lead him down the path of the whole plot of the book is magnificent. It literally felt like I was like on the other, like it felt like something that you would watch on Criminal Minds is what I definitely could say. And I loved it. I mean, I would definitely say that there's a character killed off that I wouldn't have killed off because, I think that the main character deserved some happiness in the end, which he's still happy at the end, just he could have gotten more happiness if they didn't kill off the love interest. But I also understand why it had to happen and how it moved the plot forward. The writing style of Stephen King stays the same pretty much as how he usually writes. It's very disturbing, it's very of the macabre, it's very draws you in but also makes you disgusted. Because there's a lot of disgusting points in this book, and again, I want you to read it yourself, but there was at one point that I had to shut it and put it down, and then I ranted to friends and my mom about it because, dang, I didn't know who else to talk to. I was just like, Mom, this is gross. And, again, that's the whole point. It's that shock factor. It's that holy cow, oh wow kind of factor of, oh my God, he wrote that. What? Because, I've read a lot of disturbing things, and I promise you the next few books that we're going to review are pretty disturbing. But it was something else to say the least. It kept its expectations right where I was wanting it to be. And I have to say it was an amazing book. To me personally, it was amazing. Again, there are things that I would change as a writer and things that I wish would happen as a reader. And that's always going to happen. We make predictions as we read the book, and they change, and they always end up being different. I'll get heavier into predictions with one of the other books that I'm about to review and give to you, because making predictions was part of the class requirement, because I read that book this other book for a class. So yeah. Also, this was a personal read. I started it in October. I am a bit of a slow reader, especially since I have a lot of reading to do for school, which is also why a lot of the books I review are school books and that you may not know a whole lot of them. I do recommend Mr. Mercedes. I can't wait to read the second book and then give that to you. But yeah, I'm also hoping to expand the channel and to do some set up some jazz and maybe start a live and we all read together as people join the community. I have big plans for what I want this to be. And all I need is your help. Share, subscribe, obviously. Watch the videos. I'm going to link the Instagram down below. And yeah, but I definitely say that Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King was and a phenomenal book. For me, I think I put 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. I can't necessarily remember. We can look at that together another time. But I loved it. And it would definitely take me a hot second before I even try to deep dive and reread it again to find and nitpick at it as a writer instead of reading it as a reader, since it was a personal book. But my next personal read is Whom the Bell Tolls. I have loved that TikTok artist for a really long time, and I literally could not believe that I got my hands on that book. It was the last book at Walmart when I bought it, and I have the special edition in my dorm room. But that's my current read, and I'm also reading another book with it because this book I had been waiting for a while. So I'll read it every now and then, and I'll have to shut it. So I'm also reading other books with it, and I do believe it's Throne of Glass. When I review that one, obviously I'll tell you why it's so special to me, or at least the book itself, not the story. I mean, the story is special to me, but yeah. But anyways, that is a video for another time, and I want anybody who loves the spooky, the scary, and the downright creepy disturbing to go read Mr. Mercedes, because I promise you, you will like it. Or love it. You could not. And if you don't like it, that's okay. If you didn't like it and you have read it and you're watching this because you wanted to see what I say, be nice in the comments, because this is my opinion of a book that I also have been waiting to read until I could buy it or be gifted it. And yeah, so that's fine. But be nice, especially if this is someone's favorite book, because you should never tear down something that someone holds dear to their heart. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed the review, and yeah, have an amazing day, lovelies. Bye.